Hello, hello, and welcome back as I come ever closer to achieving my dream of a broccoli-free Azura Falls. Is it Azara Falls? One of the two. In Perfidious, Pete plays Aven Colony. The name of the colony, though, really isn't the important thing. The fact that there's no broccoli in it, that's the important part. And we're not quite there yet, but we are closing in on the ideal, the dream, the perfect utopia. An entire civilization that knows not of the foul, bitter reek of cooked broccoli or of the acrid, grainy touch of its filthy florets upon their tongues. It will be the stuff that legends are made of. It's, vile. Broccoli, it's vile stuff. It's the kind of stuff so bad that it really can make a man long for the putrid, sweet roadkill stink of a month-dead sandworm. It really can. But, undead sandworm is also not on the menu. Unfortunately, I would love for there to be some sandworms around here. I'd actually go kill and devour them. We don't have any, though, so we've kind of got the food crisis sort of sorted. We're back to 22.1 food per colonist, which is pretty good. We also took some steps here to try and up our overall food quality, so we're going to go to bistro mode for one of these, and then we'll take the other one and just leave it in bar mode. Never worry about keeping your colonists too drunk. You can't have them be too drunk. It's not a thing that exists. Boy, this volcanic eruption here, though, is getting kind of out of control, huh? How's our air quality doing? Let's take a look at that. Something we haven't checked in a while. We were having a problem with that earlier. I mean, we're basically green across the board. Seems super awesome, except for, how come this iron mine's polluting it a little bit? Well, a little iron dust in the air. What's the worst that could happen? Get down in your lungs and probably cause some kind of metastatic cancer. That's probably not that big a deal. Little cancer in a colony, it's to be expected with your space race. Anyway, we got to refocus on the task at hand here. I've sort of gotten off track. Now that we've got the food crisis 100% under control, there's some other stuff we got to get taken care of. Namely, we got to go investigate these things, which means we got to get a drone building out here far enough to get out to the hoary nether reaches. Why we didn't just send a ship, I really don't know. The managers and administrators of Aven Colony apparently, we don't have spaceships or anything that could have just flown over there and looked at it. No spaceships. We don't have any scientists or anything either that could have maybe taken a look at it. Nothing like that going on. No scientists, no spaceships here. We gotta go the Wayland-Yutani method on this one. We're gonna just send some jackass prospector out here to go dig around in a hole. It worked out great for those guys in LV-426, didn't it? Or was it LTV-427? It was LV-427. Worked out great for those guys. I mean, Newt's parents came back unscathed. Import 300 melons. I mean, what do you want to trade for those melons? I'll import your melons, baby. Contract, export 20 gold for 200 rice, gold for zorium. You're exporting gold for corn. Oh, gold for corn is permanent. Huh. I'd really rather go gold for rice, though, honestly, so let's cancel that one. And what's the melon? You want me to export broccoli for melons? Goddamn, broccoli is everywhere. I mean, okay, we'll turn that on. How come you're turning it on, Pete? I thought you said you were done with broccoli. Well, here's the thing. I'm definitely done with broccoli, but what does this help us do? It helps us more readily achieve our dream of a broccoli-free colony. We still got a bunch of the lousy shit, and in fact, you know what? Broccoli is not for eating anymore. Broccoli is for export until it's gone. Don't accidentally put it in your mouth. Anybody who lives in a colony, don't let it happen. Where are these creep spores at? Okay, so we got creep spores coming in. I believe we have a plasma turret that should be in a position to intercept that. Maybe not. Let's build one, just out of an abundance of caution, lest the Newt method become the new meta. Let's, you know what, I don't want to go out the way Newt's parents went out. Immigration, dog vessel, okay. Trade vessel, those are all fine. You guys are flying over the freaking structure, though. You couldn't drop off a scientist or two? No? That's fine, just send out the wildcatter, I guess, when he comes back with some weird critter face-fucking him. I guess we'll know who's to blame then, won't we? We do want to build... I bet our air quality over here really sucks, too. Does it not? We probably will want to build an air intake over here. And since there's going to be just geothermal vents that are going to be basically untouched, probably what we'll do to help mitigate some of the pollution is we'll just put a fan around it. We'll build a... We'll build an intake, not an intake fan, but we'll build a wind turbine, and we can use that to defend it if the need arises. It's wintertime and suddenly we're losing food. Honestly, that's okay. If we're losing a little bit of food in the wintertime, that just helps us, you know, beat through some of our overabundance that we have in storage. Also, I wouldn't mind getting some people out to work in this iron mine. There's a couple directions we need to stretch out, and there isn't. A building has been infected. There was creep over here, too, huh? Okay. I mean, sure. Seems reasonable. You are now low priority, and I will need, I guess, a scrubber drone out here and someone to operate it. So let's throw the scrubber drone down here, I guess, and you're going to be high priority construction. Perfect. You want to switch tasks? Yeah, we're going to need this built before the infection spreads to the 3 people who live in this habitat, and we wind up having them come back, and then it spreads to the rest of the colony, and fucking shit just snowballs, and suddenly we are on LV-426 and everybody's dead. Also, wasn't there another... Yeah, there's another creep swarm coming in, actually. Hey, plasma turret, you want to do your damn job? There you go. Nicely done. I appreciate it. Thank you for being minimally competent. You honestly don't know how happy I am that you are minimally competent. I'm sincerely... Those thanks are not... I'm not being facetious. Those are sincere thanks. Are you ever going to finish this structure? Probably not. Or probably not in time. I suppose we could upgrade you, but then the construction drone actually has to come perform the upgrade too. So this is effectively a race. One which I think the construction drone may be losing. You know what? If we lose the habitat, we'll build another one. Although this stuff does... It does say the creep will spread to nearby structures.
I've been informed of a creep infection on your colony.
Yeah, I'm actually working on it right now.
Swift action to prevent any more buildings from becoming infected.
I'm sort of watching it. It kind of looks like we got face huggered. Our skyscraper here is sort of getting face fucked by the creep. Wait, it's clear through the build. Oh god, it's got a tentacle clear through the building. It's humping the shit out of it though. I mean, look at him go. Look at the little guy. He's just in there thrusting and oh god, I can't watch any more of that. That's extremely unpleasant. We do have construction drones that will go repair this facility. As long as our scrubber drone gets built before this is destroyed, I think we'll be okay. My concern is, when do they declare this building uninhabitable? Nope, it already spread. Well, shit. 4 buildings have been infected. That's great. I'm worried what happens if it goes to the construction drone facility and spreads to there, because then we won't have anybody building the scrubber drone anymore. Because they'll shut this down. Hurry up and finish, please. Please finish. Please finish. And also, please be smart enough to not clean... Oh, good. Please be smart enough to clean the most damaged structure first. Scrubber drone. Please. Yeah, he's working on that one. Good. That's good. So the problem with creep is that stuff's going to spread exponentially. Let's upgrade the scrubber drone hub immediately. Are you scrubbed yet? Come on. Get scrubbed in, man. Pretend it's a medical procedural show and scrub in. Gotta get scrubbed in, dog. Come on. Dr. House is waiting. He can't let Cameron, Chase, and Foreman perform that procedure unobserved. They'll never inject a man with mouse bites. He'll never be cured. Taking your sweet-ass time, though, huh? Another building is... Oh, good. Our habitat got... Wait, our habitat was already infected. Also, scrubber drones suck. Clean us off already. Does the level of infection, I wonder, determine how long it takes them to cleanse it? That must have something to do with it. We need more scrubber drones. Also, you know what? As soon as this is upgraded, we're probably going to upgrade it again. What happens when the scrubber drone facility gets infected with creep? I mean, we haven't found out yet, but we're getting close. This thing is just not getting clean, though, is it? Oh, I bet it's because there's like one person working here, isn't there? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Fill that job, please. I want more effective...
Recall, the Constitution guarantees
shut up.
citizens the right to vote on their colony governor.
They can vote on their own damn time. The scrubber drone hub got infected. Well, clean that shit up. Goddamn scrubber drones. One drone is still building it while the scrubber drone is trying to cleanse the scrubber drone facility. New mission is available.
One of your former colonies has suggested
Sure, whatever. We're not going to be building any star glow anytime soon, I'm sorry to tell you. Are you upgraded? Still not upgraded. The creep is getting out of control here, guys. Cannot upgrade, it's infected. Well, clean it up! What are the drones doing? This is going swimmingly. The whole colony is going to be infected here. Well, I mean, I guess when it gets destroyed, we can just rebuild it all. Because this is exactly what I was hoping. Man, I made the aliens jokes earlier, and now it's all coming back to haunt me.
My staff informs me that the creep infection is spreading on
Yep,
your colony.
that's actually pretty bad.
I trust you'll put an end to the
Well, I
infection
mean,
before we lose the entire colony.
Don't count on it. It's spreading real fast. On the plus side, we're gonna, since it is out here in the middle of nowhere, we are gonna have a little bit of protection because eventually some of this stuff is gonna just collapse. Then we won't have to worry about scrubbing it, I suppose. So there's that. This habitat's going down, though. This thing cannot clean itself. Yes, insufficient power. I know a habitat is... Well, it doesn't matter if that the habitat lost power. It's going to explode in a minute anyway. A scrubber drone. Also get upgraded. We're wasting so much time and effort on this. It's actually kind of infuriating. Yes, I'm aware that that geothermal generator is not connected, but I've got a scrubber drone facility out here that can't cleanse itself of the creep. So clearly scrubber drones are the fantastic, perfect use for fighting creep because they actually can't even scrub the creep off of themselves, not even with 2 drones. We have 2 drones over here and neither one of them, they're not even cleaning them damn selves. Could you clean a more priority structure, please? We should be able to assign these things a priority with which they clean. Because now that scrubber drone is going to spend 4 hours trying to clean this tunnel that is pointless. While all the rest of this stuff gets destroyed. I'm super stoked about the way this went. This is fantastic. Meanwhile, this scrubber drone still hasn't cleaned anything. Just you know what, let it go, man. Can I just implode this shit? Cannot recycle creep infection. Well, I'd really rather just implode it. Alright, fine. You know what? Here. We're going to lose power to the scrubber drone facility anyway. I was going to say this will actually cut power to the scrubber drone facility. That's already going to happen. Implode this.
Good news. Your citizens seem happy with your performance, and I think you have a good chance to win this referendum.
Well, I guess they must live far away from here then, huh? Recycle that. We gotta sever it. We got a gangrenous foot. It's time to cut it off. Either we take it off now, Civil War style, and get some of our investment back, or the whole colony is screwed. We're gonna cut off the creep at the source. We lost a leg to gangrene. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. This shit is all destroyed. Meanwhile, this scrubber is gonna come out here and save... Honestly, I would prefer to just shut you down. This scrubber is going to try and save this one tiny chunk of our building. And we may actually save the scrubber drone itself. I'm not sure how anybody works here because it's no longer connected to the colony. So I'm not sure how the people who are supposed to be working here actually get here. No workers. It's powered somehow. That's got to be a bug. This scrubber drone should not be working on anything. It's not even connected to the colony anymore. It doesn't have power. Curious how they're scrubbing anything. I mean, this scrubber drone came from... Oh, maybe actually it's probably just these scrubber drones, and this one isn't doing shit. That tube's going down. Well, maybe. I don't know. This drone may hit it and then move over. It might be able to get there in time. Looks like our construction hub is done as well. Well, the aliens win, I guess. Damn aliens! Oh, good. We got plague spores, too. Oh, good. And they're coming in from the same direction. Well, on the plus side, the one thing we got going for us is we got all this... Oh, never mind. They're not coming in from the same direction at all. Or are they? I actually can't tell where they're... Where are you coming in from? It's fine. The plague spores are going to hit the terrible part of our colony. We should probably get some nanomedicines, though, huh? I don't think we have any... I don't even think we have a mill, do we? Geothermal. I'm pretty sure we never built a mill, because up until now, we sort of haven't needed one. We have to have one somewhere, right? Is there an overlay for that? Structure overlay. Drones. Farming resources, water, electricity, housing, colonists, employment, crime, commute. There actually is nothing for... Huh. That's odd-ish. So it's a mining and processing structure? No, I always do that. It's not. It's not a defense building. Is it resource management? Yeah, that's a chemical plants and mills are resource management. I guess we don't have any of these. Well, we need to build one. Am I going to rush to build a chemical plant? No, I don't really think we're going to need a chemical plant, actually. I don't plan on building any of the boosters. They have some nice effects, but most of them require farming space in order to produce them, and we don't really have sufficient extra farm space available to make it worth our while, so I'm just going to not bother with it. I will build a mill, though, because we are going to need some plague juice, I'm going to guess. We're going to need some plague cure and probably some... Consumer goods are always helpful, too. Those will keep our happiness rating high. In the meantime... I really hope it hits one of these things that's not connected to anything. Damn. Oh, plasma turrets! They got him! I guess the plague spores must really go for people. Well, nuts to the plague. So much for making medicine. My people can continue to suffer because medicine is overrated. I only make vaccines in the event of emergencies because I buy into the Jenny McCarthy method. Insufficient power. Scrubber drone hub lost power. Well, I gotta say, it's kind of about damn time, actually. In the meantime, these two sections of tunnel have been saved, though. You gotta be shitting me. These two sections of tunnel, though, have been completely saved by the noble and valiant efforts of our teams of scrubber drones. One of which is now reinfected, by the way. Scrubber drones, you guys are doing God's work.
I think you're on track to win this referendum. But here's the feedback I've compiled from your citizens.
What the hell was that noise? That's the only feedback I care about. Storage is once again almost full. Is it a food issue? Food quality is still only good. I want excellent food quality. Are you guys upgrading? Yeah, we got a level 2 bar and a level 2 bistro over here. That girl was excusing herself because she got drunk and puked in a gutter, even though we don't really have gutters, per se. What should you guys be manufacturing? Well... we have porridge. Do we have wheat? We have a ton of wheat. Make all that wheat into flour. And then we have no xenosage. You could make that flour into bread, I suppose. Oh, wheat makes pasta as well. Make flour, make pasta. We have a ton of barley, so make porridge as well. And bread. Flour, pasta, porridge, bread. Just the staples. That's all we really need. Just the staples. A trade hub is idle. Which one? Not too worried about shard storms. Shard storms just seem to kind of do passive damage in trivial amounts to the whole colony. They never really seem to be that dangerous. So it's exporting, importing broccoli for barley. Where's the idle trade hub? I mean, clearly it's not that one. Are you idle? You're idle. Nanites for rations. Iron for barley. Gold for bread. Star glow for iron. We're never going to do that. Or we could do gold for corn. You know, we could use the corn to make candy, corn syrup, that kind of stuff. That's fine. Trade hub's going to be idle again. We're going to have to build another storage facility as well. But I think we've learned our lesson about stockpiling monumental amounts of food. And that it's actually not a terrible idea. Also, storage depots are fully automated, so they don't really take a whole lot of resource commitments. You just kind of throw them down and they're done. They take up space. That's really it, though. How's it coming, scrubber drones? You, looking good out there. Yep, doing a fantastic job, guys. It's only taking you 40 years to get that shit cleaned off of there. These drone operators are all getting fired, by the way. Like, every single one of them. Insufficient power. I mean, we can fix that insufficient power thing. Actually, didn't we build a geothermal plant that we just never upgraded? I think maybe we did. Did we build you and not upgrade you? Oh, I mean, you're upgraded. Alright. Never mind. I stand corrected. Here's drone station has no power. Well, it'll get power in just a minute as soon as this guy finishes making these tubes. It's all about tubes. We're always manufacturing tubes. Also, can you just upgrade that when you're done? One construction drone out here for stuff that's going to be forced to actually build things is probably understaffed. I'm guilty of some fairly gross mismanagement here recently, admittedly. I didn't have sex with that woman, so you can't impeach me, but I've made, you know, mistakes have been made, but we're on the path to rectifying those mistakes, I feel. We have a truck, okay. 42.8 food for colonists. We may have overdone it a little. Nobody's growing any of that poisonous broccoli out here, are they? Just, I mean, I want to make sure. No? Okay. Is the colony broccoli free yet? Not yet, but we're close. Is the broccoli contract is probably finished too. So like we can't get it off world anymore. You're trading. Can't acquire workers. I'm guessing that's this that can't acquire workers.
Good news.
Yeah.
Your citizens seem happy with your performance, and I think you have a good chance to win this referendum.
Is that a fact? You really think I'm gonna... We've never even come close to losing a referendum, ma'am. Again, despite my recent problems, cheating on my wife is not a crime, and if I want to sleep with an intern in the Oval Office, then damn it, I'm entitled to do so, and you shouldn't judge me. I guess we're gonna need to build another habitat to replace the one that got devoured by the creep. Yep, let's just get that out of the way then. We can't acquire workers. Boo-hoo. Yeah, cry me a river. Not one guy will take this commute, huh? Our people are real finicky. You're telling me in this whole colony, there's not one person who's willing to come out here and take this job. Be like, oh, God, the commute's a real grind, but you know what? My kids got to eat. That guy doesn't live in our colony. That noble soul who endures a 65-minute commute both directions every single day. I guess maybe he just hates his... I guess that's the other possibilities. Maybe he just doesn't like his kids. Do all of those things. I don't know as we're ever actually going... what we ought to be doing is... You know what? Hell with that. What we should be doing is this. Give me the scrubber boost and the plasma boost. Also, give me all the boosts. We're not even going to build an expedition facility. Why would we want to research the expedition abilities? That's just dumb, Pete. More gross mismanagement because you're spending all of your time, instead of being an administrator and doing the colony's job, getting blowjobs from interns, Pete. That's why we impeached him. Any day, though, drone. Just like any day now. Whenever. There you go. Has your little buddy acquired a person yet? You know, I really kind of demand that this job get a person working it. We really need somebody out here. Nobody lives out here? Well, that's good. Ah, the commute penalty is terrible. Nobody works out here. One guy works at the drone scrubbing facility. There, he finally acquired a worker. All right, good. I built you a house out here. All you got to do is move into it. It's not like you pay rent in Aven Colony. You can just show up and be like, hey, I live here now. And they'll be like, well, nobody else was using that empty building because we have way more places to live than we have people to live in them. So just, you know, squat wherever. You're not paying rent or anything. You can't just come over here so that you can live near work and not have to worry about that 65-minute commute. I'm trying to help you out, man. Mining and processing. Give me not a laser mine because those are terrible. Never build laser mines. I really honestly don't see what the advantage of the laser mine is. It doesn't appear to have any actual advantage. It's a thing that exists is all. We may eventually want to try and capitalize on this iron mine, but more than anything, what we want to do is just get another damn drone structure built out here so that we can investigate these stupid pieces of crap and destroy all the other ones. Oh good, our construction drones aren't going to be able to reach. Fantastic. And somebody else is going to be real cheesed off about that commute as well. That's all we have going in this colony. It's just people who are upset about their commutes. Also, this construction drone facility is doing nothing. We're going to recycle it. We don't need this here anymore. It's just taking up a worker who could otherwise be working at a different construction drone hub. I'm sorry, but I'm going to force you to go squat in a new apartment too. I know you live far from the bright center of the universe like Luke out in the middle of the desert with Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, but sometimes sacrifices have to be made. Plus, it worked out pretty good for that Skywalker kid. I mean, he's doing all right for himself. He's got his own island in the middle of some kind of water planet now where he's living like the hermit lifestyle. Pretty sweet gig if you can get it. Also, could we upgrade this maybe? I really just want this stuff built quicker. Still only one worker, but he's not unhappy. It's like, you know what? The job's okay. I gotta live out here in the asshole into nowhere with these weird alien artifacts staring me in the face, and recently this entire zone was destroyed by the creep, but other than that, you know, real estate is, it's not crowded. Say what you want about that. Don't really have to put up with my neighbors. In this habitat, you know, it's like 6 apartments per floor in a 6-floor building here. Only 4 people live in this whole building. And one of them is a family. There's only one other occupied unit. I've got the other 5 floors all to myself.
Victory, boss.
Yep. Well, when you get 5 floors all to yourself in a skyscraper, I mean, people are going to like that. Of course I'm getting reelected. You, one guy who works out here, guess what? I'll build you your own apartment complex. Pretty sure I'm overspending. Especially for what I'm getting. You know what? Just fill this fucking job, please. I really dislike that you can't prioritize upgrades, too. You should be able to prioritize upgrades and other forms of buildings. It's one of the... I really like Aven Colony. It's a fun little city builder, but there are a couple, like, quality of life improvement things they could add fairly easily, I think. This drone, though, how long does it take to build an iron mine? Sweet mother of Christ. Meanwhile, the rest of the colony is just running fine, completely unattended. Any problems over here? I haven't even looked. How's the air quality everywhere? Seems okay? Good? Good enough? Good enough. Little low out here by the farms, but that's going to be from the methane. Peter, are you saying farmers fart a lot? Well, I mean, you know, some of them were growing broccoli, and it shit has notable negative effects on the gastrointestinal tract of most humans. Yet another reason to despise broccoli. As if you needed another reason, by the way. Reason 1 wasn't enough. Why? I'm putting on fill this job, and nobody will come out here. There's living space right here. I want people in this job. Get them the hell out here. Where did that drone even go? Oh, it's good. It's going to build the geothermal plant next. Fantastic. Let's get another worker yet? Nope. Anybody else move in here yet? Nope, still just the 4. Can't acquire workers. Gee, I wonder why. Probably because only 4 people live here and 2 of them work in scrubber drone facilities. Also, you know what? Normal priority. You're already a normal priority, which is acceptable. Where did those 2 workers go? Because they live here. Okay, one of them went to the construction drone hub. That's good. Where'd the other guy go? Nobody working in the gold mine? Still working in the scrubber drone factory, huh? Where does 4th person work? Where do you work? Two people work at the construction drone hub. The other 2 people work at scrubber drone facilities. Nobody else wants to move out here to take these other jobs, or do we just not have the people? I suppose what we could do... The food problem is solved. We kind of have a super abundance of food. We've really been inhibiting immigration purposely when we were having problem with food, but instead now I think we'll put this back to normal priority. Let's see if we can get some more people up in this dump. We're going to break this 200 people milestone like with our next import round. We could up that even to a higher priority, but I really kind of want to keep the priority on my farms and farming, even though food is 54.1 per colonist at the moment. Probably an adequate supply. This thing is not going to be able to get workers either, because, shit, we can't get people to work the jobs they like. Nobody's going to take a commute penalty to come all the way out here. Commendations. Jack Torin really wants us to build an exploration vessel, but I really don't want to. I just want to do the story mission and get off of this frozen ball of dirt. I want to get out of this colony. I gotta escape. I'm feeling trapped. They've got me pinned in. I'm getting a little claustrophobic. I think maybe is a little bit of claustrophobia is starting to set in on. I'm tired of Azara Falls, and I want to be gone from here. I need green spaces. I need, something safer, something happier, someplace where there is no broccoli and I'm not forced to consider growing it to avoid starvation. Someplace where the concerns of this modern workaday world just don't apply to me. How's our mill doing? You want to make some... I guess you don't make... Oh, we should upgrade you for sure. I thought this was the place where we made nanomedicine and plague vaccine. Is that at a chemical plant instead? Maybe that's at a chemical plant. I thought... almost was positive we made nano vaccines in a mill, though. Well, we're cranking out pasta and porridge. And honestly, it's not like we've needed the medicine anyway, so who cares? Do you have a worker now? Nope. Cannot reach. Structure can be analyzed with construction drones if you have any in range. If only we could get somebody to work here. There we go. Now, if we put this back to normal priority, will this guy stay? Ah, we tricked him. We got him to switch jobs, but now he's too big of a sucker to leave. Scan this. Fooled him. We lured him in saying, this is a top-notch position, Rick. Wait, what is that man's name? I mean, we could at least call him by Dylan. This is a top-notch position, Dylan. This is where the young and go-getters of the Azara Falls colony are gonna want to work. And you, Dylan, you could be ahead of the curve, man. You could be out here, first man to ever explore an alien structure, just like Newt's dad. You could wind up getting face-fucked by an alien. And Dylan was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Face-fucked by an alien? Who doesn't want it? Is she hot? We're like, well, no, she's actually kind of a weird 8-legged vagina monster with a prehensile tail. Well, that sounds less good. Too late now, Dylan. You're here forever. I can't believe I had to build all the way out here to do that. Following was added to your colony's inventory as a reward for completing the analysis mission objective. 45 nanites and 135 candy. Oh boy. Alright, Aven Colony. I'm gonna go now. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you want to know what we underwent all of this shit for, you might consider subscribing as well. New episodes every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.